Hello everyone, with Star Wars Unlimited Set 3 Twilight of the Republic just round the corner, let's jump into 10 of the best cards from the new set. First off, we have Wartime Trade Official. Now, why do I like this card so much? Super cheap, so you're going to be able to play it early on, and despite its stats not being great, a 1-3, it's going to be really good for just keeping stuff out on the board. Because when you defeat it, it creates a battle droid token, which is only a 1-1, but that effectively means you have a combined 2-4 in power here. So I think it could be a really good inclusion in a lot of decks. Next up we have the Kashyyyk Defender. This is another Wookiee, and that's pretty much why it's made this list. We're getting close to being able to do an entire deck of just Wookiees, and what more could you possibly want? This one again has grit like with a number of the other Wookiees, and an interesting one that you can heal up to 2 damage from another unit and then deal it to this Wookiee. So just flat out the gate, it's not that great in terms of its stats, 0-5, but you can instantly heal something else a little bit and start using that grit to deal damage. In for the memes is hello there, and not just because you get to say that when you play the card, but also you get to choose a unit and give it a -4/-4 for the phase, which will definitely take out a lot of things early on in the game, but it's just got that extra situational thing that it needs to have entered play this phase. For a big card, 15 cost, it's not going to be played every game, but the Invasion of Christopolis is an interesting one. An exploitive 4, which means you can reduce the cost by a total of 8. You're going to choose an opponent and defeat each unit that player controls. Space and ground on the other side completely gone. That could be absolutely huge. I've put the Clone Wars in here just because I think it's going to be super fun to play this card as part of a Twin Suns game. You pay any number of resources above the 2 cost and you create that many clone troopers. Whilst you're doing that, each opponent creates that many battle droid tokens. In Twin Suns, that's just going to be mental, and I can see it being a lot of fun to do. I absolutely love droids, and an series officer with their nice little when defeated is going to be really annoying some people. With a okay stat of 2-1, you can take out even 3 2s with this. When defeated, you're going to deal 2 chip damage to their base effectively. Darth Maul is going to be a real big hitter when it comes to this set, I think. His stats for a 5/5/6, okay, until you start to realise that you can attack 2 units instead of 1. Now, you do take damage back from both, but you do your full damage to both of them. And, if you get overwhelm on this via like the Maul, the non-Darth version, the leader, then hit some clone troopers or battle droids. It's a lot of splash damage or something going on. But either way, this could be taking out 2 things when it comes in. You could even ECL this in and do it straight away with an ambush. Ouch. Aura Singh is an interesting character in the franchise, but also in the game as well. And I think it's in particular because when an enemy ground unit attacks your base, you ready this unit. Which means, certainly with that overwhelm and that huge amount of damage, people are almost going to want to focus this as if it's like a semi-sentinel, because they want to get it out of the way before they start dealing damage to the base. Especially if they've got loads of troops doing little chip damage all the time, this is just going to absolutely ruin them. A card that's going to be almost guaranteed to go in my Grand Admiral Thrawn deck is the Elite P-38 Starfighter. While its stats aren't fantastic, when you're playing it and when it's defeated, you get to ping a damage to a unit. That could be just helping you take something out, wounding something so you can play a certain, like say, takedown onto it and different things like that. And I just like the sort of ability of when played and when defeated. It's like a double effort. The last of the top 10, but I will have an honourable mention, is Creative Thinking. Now, 2 cost to exhaust a non-unique unit isn't great. Certainly playing Palpatine sometimes and having command in the deck, non-unique is a real sort of weakener to a card. But when you play this, you'll also gain a clone trooper of 2/2 stats. I think that's a pretty interesting card, and I'm sure some people will use this trick event in their decks. And last but not least, I couldn't not mention Bloodsport, the card that I got to reveal only last week on the channel. It's absolutely fantastic, and go and check out the full video for my thoughts on this one. But there you have it, there's 10 plus a little bonus one cards that I think are great from this set 3. Let me know though if you think any of these aren't going to make it into decks, and what's your favourite. Let me know in the comments section below, and until next time, have an unlimitedly good day.